try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. If that's thinking cunt, say it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big bad stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me, what an asshole this would be. I'm out of luck, don't give a fuck, cause you're the cunt, not me.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, dickhead?
You are a cunt, 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 cunt. If that's thinking cunt, say it ain't true, but I'm here to tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt.
With all due respect, the views and opinions expressed on Threatcon 5 clothing and Threatcon 5 radio are strictly the views of Threatcon 5 and do not reflect or represent the values of the Veteran Radio Syndicate. If you get offended by anything you hear on this show, please feel free to go fuck yourself. We thank you for listening.
Yes, we do thank you for listening. And if you don't like anything you hear on this show, you are free to go fuck yourself. I just want to reiterate that in case you didn't comprehend what the little gerbil said. Welcome to Threatcon 5 Radio here on this Taco Tuesday evening. I am Bulldog, joined as always by my co-host and friend Judy. As you can see, she's over there with her black pussy. Judy, you really have got to stop. You know, it's one thing that you're petting your cat on air, all right? But there's another thing when I'm calling it your black pussy and you are stroking it and making those eyes. Okay? I mean, listen, we all know we all know you have a serious porn addiction. We don't need to see what it is that, you know, the facial expressions you make when you're fucking flipping the bean. Anyway, so we are here live this Taco Tuesday evening, and as always, we are brought to you by the good people over at beardbqsauce.com. Go over to beard.
Really?
That's all, folks. Go over to beardbqsauce.com. Check out their wide variety of sauces like the bourbon sauce, the mustard sauce, the Carolina Reaper sauce. You can check out all those flavors and more in rubs as well. And we all know that
Judy loves her rubs.
Judy loves her rubs. So go over there, show some love to a veteran-owned business, even if it is ran by an Air Force guy. No, you know what? On a serious note, you know, Felix is a great guy. Felix competed this weekend in a show, and some of the stuff that he took pictures of and posted online. Oh my God! Just looking at the pictures,
I was drooling and looking at the pics.
Just looking at the pictures, I was drooling. I was like, "You've got to be freaking kidding me!" If he doesn't win, considering the fact that not only is it probably cooked to perfection. Yeah. But it's cooked with his own sauce. His own secret sauce. I mean, how bad can it really be? I mean, it's Air Force secret sauce. I mean, it's like staying in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, also go check out Threatcon 5 clothing, where you can get a wide variety of things right now marked down to very low prices. There's couple Marine shirts, the 0311 and the EGA shirt. There is a CIB shirt, a DD214 shirt, the Freedom shirt. I know there's a few American Infidel shirts available still. There's still women's, or hell, I don't know which way you swing, but maybe it doesn't have to be women's. Log on there and pick yourself up a pair of those wonderfully comfortable leggings. Yeah. Hey, Judy, did you get your shipment?
I did, and I was very sad that it was going to be my last one.
Oh, well, Justin Keeney from BB Nation Radio, or
yes,
as we like to call it,
Threatcon Radio 2.0.
Right. He received his package last week. I
heard.
And, yeah, I glittered the shit out of that motherfucker. So me and
couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Me and Kendra we're out to eat on Friday night, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're sitting out on the deck at this nice little place on the water down by the off of the Great Bay. And my phone rings, and I look down, and I see it's Keeney, and I'm like, oh, my God, I know exactly why he's calling. Yeah, and I did him wrong, too. I did him wrong. I put black.
And it was so right.
I put black glitter in his little explosion. So, you might be able to clean up some green glitter. You might be able to clean up some white glitter and some red glitter. But that black glitter is hiding in places that you will never find it.
It's like Christmas tree needles.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time you went to a strip joint, but you're finding glitter for weeks. You get yourself one of those freaking backyard freaking private dances, and you're pulling glitter out of your bunghole for like a month and a half. It's like,
why do you have glitter in your bunghole?
I didn't even take my freaking clothes off. What the hell's going on?
Sure you did.
Stop giving my secrets away. So hey, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody who has tuned in here tonight. Remember, if you are here and you are liking what you're hearing, you know what? I don't even give a shit if you don't like what you're fucking hearing. Go ahead and no, I'm not working on a freaking twat knot. What the hell are you talking about? I have had the freaking Viking do for I don't even know how freaking long there. Matt King. Of all the people in here, the Air Force guy wants to try to talk about a freaking twat knot. All right, so let's say hi to the people who have tuned in. And before I go on to that, just remember that we don't like the little thumbs up, okay? We like the happy smiling, and we like the hearts. So make sure that you're giving us a smiley or a heart, because the more you do that, the best views we're going to get. So I'd like to say hi to John Ginsberg. I'd like to say hi to Will Warden, who says most Air Force insults involve accusing them of having too many luxuries. Then there's U.S. Navy guys. We get called everything nasty in the book. Yeah, but, look it. The Navy guys, you're called seamen. That alone fucking
seriously
just opens it up, okay? Justin Keeney is here. David Schecker. Dean Cerny. Chloe is here. Chloe, my daughter Chloe is here. And she is here to say hi, because it's her birthday. My youngest biological child has turned 20 today.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Yep. Mitchell Rankin is here. Jimbo is here. Christy Stone's here. Shirley Childs is here. Uncle Si's here. I saw James Cerny is here as well. Jeff Jebby is here. Terrell Guile. Kendra Kent. Jade Lopez. Aaron Penzick. And David Goyette, John Bright. That's awesome. I'm glad to see you all here. And thank you for tuning in to us on this Taco Tuesday evening. So, yeah, Judy, it's funny because everybody knows that I am getting ready to close down the company. Going to be closing down the company, so everything on the site is dropped down to a decent price. Okay. there's that. Okay, but we're going to be stepping away from radio, so on and so forth. And listen, I have to look for a job, right? So I'm looking for a little part-time job, and I keep going on. Donna Rennick says, "Nice haircut, Bulldog." I don't even know what to say when people make a comment about my hair. It looks the same every fucking week. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm looking for a job, and I'm applying to all these freaking positions that are available out there, right, Judy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! So I'm looking for jobs, and as I'm looking, I'm like putting myself in scenarios. Right? Okay. Can you imagine me as a school bus driver?
No.
No. I can't imagine me as a school bus driver. I would go into full military mode. What is your major malfunction, fucknut? Sit down, shut up, and look forward.
You'd get fired.
I would be fired
before your first week is over.
Yeah, I get fired after my first day.
Yeah.
Right?
As soon as you cussed at the kids.
As soon as I cussed at the kids. And that's probably going to happen. You know?
You'd be safe as a driver, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. The driving part, that's easy. It's the whole dealing with somebody else's fucking sperm fucking, I don't know. And then the other one was like dispatcher, working as a dispatcher. And I'm like, that's probably not good either, because I don't think what?
You're like, meh.
Oh, I thought you said, hey. Yeah, I mean, could you see me working as a dispatcher? A dispatch, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck did you just say to me? Yeah, you can't talk to people like that. And then there's other things. I mean, I saw a video today that summed up how I would be as a freaking somebody that worked in a call center.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hello? Yes, is Judy there? Yes, Judy. Hi, I'm calling about your overdue payment on your car. Listen, bitch. You need to pay your fucking bills, okay? Because if you ain't paying bills, I ain't getting paid. And that ain't gonna freaking happen, so pay your bills!
Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have very good luck finding a job.
It is, it's funny that you say that, but I mean, the struggle is real for veterans who had real skills to do that job, whatever they did when they were in the military, but what do you do with them as you get out? Like, what do I do now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
can't tell people to fuck off anymore. Maybe we should start a company where that's what we do.
Maybe I could be. Sai says I could be a bounty hunter.
I could see that.
Bounty hunter.
Bulldog and Kendra.
Bulldog. Yeah. Maybe I'll get into something that will just complete.
John Ginsburg says you could be an AWOL chaser.
Who really chases AWOL people? I mean, seriously. I couldn't do it because I'd get pissed off with their lack of punishment. I'd be like, you kidding me? I chased this kid across 13 fucking states. And I brought him back to you, and all you're going to do is process him for discharge? Give him an RE4 that he can get a waiver for in 3 years? Are you kidding me? Give me a break.
Shirley Child suggested Border Patrol. Now, before Bulldog, before you talk, I'm going to tell everybody why that's the worst idea ever. Because all of the liberals would have Bulldog's face plastered all over social media about he's the biggest abuser of illegal immigrants.
Okay, so my brother Derek O'Boyle said that I should be a prison guard. I can't be a prison guard either because they'd make me shave my beard.
Oh, that's hot. Call me for driving jobs with FedEx Custom Critical.
Yeah, that'll go over well, too. Hey, excuse me, you left my package on the porch and it got wet. Well, then you should have been fucking home. No? Oh, you can't talk to them like that? No, I think they'd make me shave my beard, too.
John Ginsburg actually, the boot camp instructor for the kids, the troubled kids.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
You can do all the yelling you want to. Now, there are some rules about what you can do them physically, but you do have to have some skills that you can only earn in the military. You can't cuss at them, but there are, and my ex used to work at one of those facilities for a year and a half, and There's a lot you can do with those military skills that you never thought you'd use ever again.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one right there. Catherine K. Guns just said VOP would ship bricks if I became a Border Patrol agent.
Yep.
Yep. I know I can do anything. I can do anything I want. I can be a motivational speaker, and believe it or not, I could actually speak without cussing. I mean, I could actually do it. But I don't.
Justin Keeney says Bulldog would leave packages with glitter bombs in them. Dick.
Yeah. So, I mean, on that note, most people have received their Fuck Kaepernick shirt. A lot of people have already received their Russian collusion shirts. So I'm very glad to know that you guys are all happy with the stuff that's been sent out. And if you didn't see the message,
I loved my hoodie.
Oh yeah, the lightweight hoodie. That's
yes,
that's nice. John McNatt says he needs a wet package. Well, I've seen your profile photo. Chances are, if you getting a wet package, ain't happening, buddy. But N22 shirts, the red shirts, the PTSD shirts, and all gave some. Oh, and boot prints will all be in the mail by next Tuesday, the Wednesday, the latest, and that's pretty much it. Everything else that's fucked up, Shecker. I'm not good with weapons. Wow. Yeah, so that'll be it. Everything else that's on the site, the patches, the stickers, the the hats, the pins, the clips, all that stuff
patches
is pretty much going to be what it is. I mean, I'd like to be able to get all this stuff that's in stock sold. So, I'm marking stuff down. I'm giving you guys all promo codes. Right now you could save 15% on your order by using the coupon code radio. On top of that, everything's marked down between $15 and $18, and it's going to continue to go down until everything's gone. So, so please, please, please make sure you're sharing out the t-shirts and sending that stuff over. So,
I love the barbecue sauce stacking bodies.
Yeah, that's actually going to be coming off the site, and he's going to be he may be buying some on his own to sell on his own site. Yeah, so. Because we can't have people go and order that and then only have one or two sales and then he's screwed.
Right.
So share the show, everybody. Get it out there. What do you want to start with tonight, Judy? Do you want to start with our top 10? Do you want to start with douche of the week? What do you want to start with?
I don't know. I say let's do douche of the week because we might be here a minute.
Yeah. We may be. All right, so I'm gonna actually start this week. You started last week, so I'm gonna start this week, and I'm even gonna remember to play the fucking video if I can get my mouse to freaking work.
I might actually shut up this time.
Yeah, shut up, stupid.
Threatcon 5 radios. Douche of the week.
All right, so this week we got two pretty good douches. Mine is a little odd though. Okay. My douche of the week is the Manhattan Correctional Facility.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I'm going to throw this out there, and I mean, this is kind of common sense, but when an individual is on suicide watch, you're supposed to actually fucking watch him.
Yeah, normally.
It's kind of one of those things, hey,
it's highly recommended.
This guy has attempted to commit suicide before, and, well, yeah, So if you've been living under a fucking bridge for the last, few days, you may have missed that Jeffrey Epstein, a.k.a. the pedophile king, a.k.a. the Clintons' friend, a.k.a. didn't really commit suicide, a.k.a. is going to get a lot of people in trouble regardless of his death, committed suicide over the weekend. And ironically, the cameras that are supposed to be watching his cell were off for a few minutes.
Shocker.
Now,
Couldn't they come up with any original tricks?
Listen, all I'm going to say is I want you all to know, and I'm saying this on live video so everybody can hear it. I do not have any dirt on the Clintons. I have no dirt on the Clintons. There is no reason to suicide me. So yeah, all right. But yeah, so how in a correctional facility that is supposed to be watching a high-risk federal prisoner that is on suicide watch not watch him for a certain amount of time in which he just happens to use that little bit of time that he wasn't on camera to commit suicide.
That's not shady at all.
Not shady at all. Now, there are rumors that the last visitor he had was a former Secretary of State looking person who did have a mustache and a very big hat.
And a shiv.
And a shiv. But, the conspiracy theorists are all out there already saying that, they saw his body as it was being wheeled out, and his nose doesn't look the same, and his ear doesn't look the same, and blah, 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 blah. I really want to know what schmuck was stupid enough to allow somebody to have a camera and take the photo of his dead body laying on a freaking gurney being wheeled out before they threw the freaking, white blanket over his head.
Nah. It's all just part of the scam.
All a scam. Well, they announced today that it doesn't matter. They're saying it doesn't matter at all because they're not going to allow they're not going to make it so that his death ends this investigation. There's already
absolutely not.
There's already been enough stuff that's been captured by the FBI in their investigation. There's already been enough that he has talked about, and there's other people involved that are going to be questioned. Slick Willie.
Yeah, the statements were made today that if you had your dirty little hands in this, you better be scared.
Yeah.
Of course, one person has already quote unquote committed suicide, so I wonder how many other people are going to be suicided.
So I saw something yesterday, okay, and it made me kind of cringe a little bit, right? So 56 people with connections to the Clintons have committed suicide. That is impossible. It's impossible to know 56 people that have committed suicide.
How? So, where did you see these numbers?
I don't know. It was on something, but you know what? Hey, when of the 56 people, 42 of them were committed suicide, being shot in the back of the head. That kind of completely throws the whole suicide thing right out the freaking window.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Yeah. Ronnie Brown is here. Ronnie, good to see you. It's like fucking absolutely nuts to think, how does one freaking couple know 46 people who have committed suicide? I mean, that's kind of sketchy. That's sketchy as fuck.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. It looks absolutely shady.
Ugh. All right, let's move on. All right, so here is Judy's.
So my douche of the week is this fucking idiot named Dmitry Andreychenko. I don't know if you guys heard about the Walmart that was evacuated in Missouri for a heavily armed gunman. That's this fucktard. And the reason that he's a fucktard has nothing to do with, being, the copycat criminal. I don't know what the fuck this cat is doing. If he's trying to climb to Narnia behind me. So, this guy walked in days after the mass shooting at one of Walmart's stores in El Paso. He said he walked in heavily armed because he wanted to know if Walmart honored the Second Amendment. Prosecutors have charged him with making terroristic threats if found guilty, he could serve a 4-year prison term. He told police he did not expect the reaction his walk generated. So that's why I say this guy's a fucking idiot, because I just, people are scared, okay? Not everybody is. I know some people are trained to handle this kind of stuff. You know, a lot of our veterans are not afraid of this kind of thing because they have special skills to help with this kind of shit if it happens. But people in general, the general population, is scared of this shit. So not only does Walmart on this particular instance not support the Second Amendment, neither were the other terrified shoppers in the store. Now, the douchebaggery gets worse. Days before, he was told by, let me see, his wife told him it's not a smart idea. Well, we all know people don't listen to their spouses, so we know why that happened.
Wow.
She told him that people were going to take this seriously due to recent events, and she told him she was an immature boy, which I don't disagree with her. I'm sure nobody would. His sister also told police he had asked her to...
Time out. So he spoke with his wife and his family about what he was going to do.
Yes.
And none of them thought it was a good idea to call the police before he caused a complete fucking disruption at a Walmart. Right.
Well, and I'm sure they were probably conflicted. Like, what do I do? Because he wasn't planning on shooting anybody. He just wanted to go in there with all this fucking gear on and loaded weapons.
Okay. I go
so
into
they
Walmart
knew
with
that
loaded
that was
weapons all the time.
Yeah. But do you go in there looking like you're about to go on patrol in downtown, I don't know, anywhere in the red zone in Iraq?
If my beard is not well taken care of that day, I could look like an ISIS member. Just saying.
So his sister says he asked her to record video of what he called a social experiment. She told him that it was a bad idea and that she didn't want to do it. He told the police that he was only intending on buying some groceries and checking to see if anybody tried to stop him.
Somebody did try to stop him, didn't they?
Oh yeah, an off-duty firefighter held him at gunpoint someone pulled the fire alarm, and as everybody left the building, this guy went out the back door, and an off-duty firefighter held him at gunpoint until the police showed up.
Good.
This is
a pastor in Washington State just stopped a individual going into a Walmart armed as well.
Yeah.
The shit. It's pretty ridiculous.
It is. It absolutely is.
Fucking ridiculous.
I got to tell you, though, I have an honorable mention, which never happens.
Okay.
I found him late today, this second one.
Okay.
This is, okay, so you know how most of us are all about teaching young people how to be respectful when it comes to our flag and the national anthem.
Yes.
So did you hear about this jackass veteran, quote-unquote veteran, that's what he's claiming, in Montana, that body slammed a 13-year-old boy?
And, fucked his head up, too, didn't he? Fractured his skull?
He fractured his skull. Blood was coming from the guy's ear. So here's what happened. National anthem's playing, and the kid doesn't take his hat off. Witnesses say nothing happened. All of a sudden, this guy just snapped out of nowhere. This guy's saying that he told the kid to take his hat off, and the kid said, "Fuck you." So the guy, no matter how that kid reacted, did not give this guy the right to do this.
No, of course not. First of all, he's an
kid
adult, and the kid was 12.
39 years old.
The kid was 12 or 13, wasn't he?
He's 13 years old.
13 years old. You never have a right to assault a child.
Put your hands on someone else's kid.
Where was the kid's parents?
I don't know. That's a little... I haven't seen any information on that yet. I actually looked for several articles on this, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything as far as the parents even doing much as far as interviews. So he had blood coming from his ears, a concussion, and a fractured skull. He was airlifted. That's how serious his injuries were, to Spokane, Washington, to Sacred Heart Children's Hospital care. And witnesses are saying basically the guy just came up, 39 years old. He's claiming that he's a combat veteran, and that he has PTSD. He's a disabled veteran who is uber patriotic, is what his lawyer is saying.
He needs to uber be fucking thrown in jail for a while.
Yeah, he needs to be uber cautious for the next time that, because there is a way to teach our kids, and this ain't it. You don't put your hands on someone else's kids.
Yep. Well, you know what? I kind of have an alibi too, because we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this complete and utter fucking scumbag. If you haven't heard the name Race Mboden,
yes.
He is a American gold medalist, a fencer, because apparently his parents didn't let him play a real fucking sport. Knelt as the national anthem was being played at the Pan American Games in Lima, Peru, to protest racism, gun control, mistreatment of immigrants, and President Donald Trump. Listen there, fuckstick. You're in another country, and you are kneeling for our national anthem. You are the biggest fucking douche canoe this side of Kaepernick.
I do have a problem with athletes going and doing this when they represent the entire U.S.
Exactly. You are representing the United States of America. You are a fucking athlete. You are supposed to be proud of the freaking national anthem that is played while you are standing on a podium. Okay? I'm getting tired, literally getting tired of hearing the fucking debates about gun control. I'm getting tired of hearing the debates about racism, and I'm getting tired of hearing about fucking mistreatment of immigrants. Let's make something very clear on all three of those freaking issues. One, President Trump has not said anything that could be construed as racist. If you believe calling for the removal of illegal immigrants, not only are you a fucking moron, but you don't understand what illegal means. Okay? That's not a race.
Oh, wait. Now there is backlash that's starting because he's making it more difficult for legal immigrants to stay.
You know what? Good.
Because they're sponges on society, because he wants to penalize them if they need any sort of government assistance. And you know what? If you're going to fucking immigrate here, you need to have a fucking job. I'm sorry.
I stand behind it 100%.
Get a fucking job.
Okay? So earlier today, I had
William Brown's making fun of your accent.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so
say car keys.
Car keys. Anyway, so let's break this down for a minute. Earlier today, I'm watching this whole freaking little press conference that the drunken whore Nancy Pelosi was holding, in which she's talking about how there was 600 and somewhat people that were arrested at a food processing plant in Mississippi, and that is targeting the wrong people. We are not that is not targeting criminals. That is targeting families who are trying to do trying to make a living. No, it is targeting criminals. If they are here illegally, they have already broken the law. Therefore, they are here as criminals. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No confusion. No way you could look at it in any other freaking way. Okay? That is not anything that should be debated anymore. Okay? The next thing. Talking about this racist issue. Nothing that anybody has said is racist. When he refers to the people in Baltimore, it's not racist. Do you want to hear a racist comment? Here, let me
Joe Biden.
Let me quote
Joe fucking Biden. Holy shit!
Let me quote Joe Biden.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Poor kids are equally as smart as white kids. Wow.
Yeah, those are his exact words. And you could see him, boy, he backpedaled quick.
Yes, and then he threw in the or Chinese kids or black kids or blah 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 blah. No, dude, you already screwed the pooch. Your racism came
Oh
out.
my
Okay?
God.
And
But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to gloss
it's
that
not
over.
the first time he did it, Judy.
The media doesn't want us to talk about this. It's
Hey.
all about Trump and his racism.
Very recently, he was talking about the the Indian population in a certain city. Okay? There are a lot of Indians in this particular city. And goes on to say, you can't go into a 7-Eleven or a McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts without seeing one of these Indians. Well, no shit. Where else are we going to get our Slurpees?
Of course, they own 7-Eleven.
I mean, for Christ's sakes. I mean, first of all, you're a moron because most of them aren't Indian. They're fucking sheik. Middle Easterners, but whatever. I mean, seriously.
Doesn't matter.
This
I mean,
guy
really.
is serious. I mean, that is racist. How can you floss over the things that Biden says, but, just make up shit that the president's saying? It's just completely ridiculous. Okay? No, we're talking about the 7-Eleven ones. Dots, not feathers. I mean, dots, not feathers.
Dots, not feathers.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Durka.
Yeah, so let me tell you right now, you're laughing. I know I'm going to hell. I'm going to tell you, though, the love of my life is going to be right there with me.
I'm going to be there with you.
Judy, yesterday we're driving down the road, and this woman is pushing a dog in a baby carriage. We look over, it's a little pug, fattest little fucking dog you could ever see.
Because it's not walking, right?
Right? And I'm like, wow, well, I mean, look at how fat he is. He's so cute, though. And she goes, yeah, I think that woman needs to stop feeding him Chinese food. Why? Because she was Asian. And what do I say? Yep, gotta lay off the number 6. We're going to hell. We're both going to hell.
Absolutely. But I'll see you guys there because it'll be a good time.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Uncle Cy says, LOL, dots not feathers. I'm driving the bus.
Yeah, we're all going to hell. It's all going to happen.
It sure will be a fun bus trip. You think Freddy Krueger's going to be driving too?
Okay, so I want to get into something else too, because we're talking about this whole freaking dots not feathers thing. And I listened to this individual that went into this whole fucking debate earlier this weekend, and she was talking about how the Native Americans were here and we stole their land and all this and that and blah 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 blah. I would first like to start with this. Let's tackle this whole Native American thing. Okay? And I'm not going where I've gone before. Okay? We're all Native Americans. If we've born here, by definition, we are Native Americans, right? That's not where I'm going with this one. I would like to point out to you that a majority of these quote-unquote Native Americans had their land taken, okay? Which, yes, they did, but it happens all the fucking time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Not even we, because I've never actually taken anybody's land. But our forefathers, our ancestors that started this country, that came here in 1624 on the Mayflower, and the Nina and the Santa Maria, no, that's wrong fucking boats.
Pinto.
Yeah, that's wrong boats.
The Pinto.
That's the wrong boats. That was Columbus.
The Pinto.
The
Ford Pinto.
The ones that came here in the Mayflower, the ones that landed with John Smith and that goofy little fucking guy down there in Virginia. They moved and they took over lands, blah, 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 blah. All of this happened in the 1700s, right? When was this country founded? Going once.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm reading comments. I wasn't listening to you again.
When was this country founded?
11 years ago.
1776. The country was founded, right? Okay. So, if we kick them off you had 4 fathers, which one paid child support. That's not even funny. That's stupid, Felix. Yes, absolutely right, David Schecker. The Vikings were here first. But anyway, where I'm going with this is we're calling them Native Americans. And this is where we need to end the fucking political correctness. They're not Native Americans. If you want to call them Native anything, call them Native New Worlders. Because we didn't call it America until 1776. By that point, we had already pushed them out. Okay? So we need to stop with this political correctness bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous. I saw another freaking guy that made a perfect example the other day. He's like, this whole African American thing. We can't keep referring to everybody as African American. All right? So Felix Irving, unbeknownst to me until like a week ago, is Native American. I mean, African American. Or black, as I like to refer to him as. Okay? But Judy, do you know who another guy is African American? Let me. I'd like to share a couple of them with you. Okay. Have you ever heard of the movie Avengers?
Yes.
Okay. There have been some actors in that movie, in those movies, right? And some of those actors are, in fact, Native American. I mean, God damn it. African American. Okay? People such as Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Individual named Digimon Huso. He plays, he was in couple of the movies. There is also a guy named Jesus Christ, Chadwick Boseman. Okay, you remember him? Michael B. Jordan. Danae Giora. Okay, what happens when you find out these people are British?
No, they aren't.
No, seriously. What happens when you find out these people are British? Are they now, they can no longer be called African American. So, do we call them African English? Do we call them
Displaced
African German? We're the only fucking country that does it. It's gotta stop. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. Political correctness is ruining this freaking country. It is. It seriously is. Because we have so many people that are hell-bent on wanting to call things something that they are not. Get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm throwing down? Are you smelling? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in?
Smell what the bulldog's cooking.
Do you smell what I am cooking? All right. So anyway, I got a fake sponsor tonight.
Really?
I do.
Outstanding.
I do. It was just sent to me, so I have to run it real quick, and then I'll be able to load it. So why don't you talk about something? I'm sure you have stupid shit people haven't heard from about this.
Oh
week,
my
so.
God, asshole!
So go ahead and talk about something. You know.
So I went out this weekend.
Just don't
and
be sad, okay? Don't
No,
talk
I'm
about
just
anything sad.
I just went out this weekend with a friend and celebrated my birthday, and it was everything it needed to be. It definitely made up for my horrible actual birthday last Monday when I literally had an eye doctor's Q-tip in my eye. It was a good birthday. I drank entirely too much. It was great.
Perfect.
Ate way too much food, ate birthday cake. Good times.
Yeah. You know, as old as you're getting, I probably would stop celebrating birthdays, because pretty soon your fucking cake's going to end up burning your fucking house down.
Maybe we could do combine her birthdays, ass face.
No. All right, here we go. Here's this week's.
Hi,
fake
I'm
sponsor.
1990's Anthony Sullivan, and I'm here to tell you all about a blast from the past called the Tap Light. No longer will you accidentally spill over your vodka in hopes of drinking away the fact that you brought a strange, abusive man home with you. Tapping it on is so fun, I bet you'll be calling us again in no time just to buy some more. When using the Tap Light, you have the choice to safely drink your problems away and escape from that strange man. Or you can just make your way to the bathroom and wash the warm, sticky guilt right off of your desperate hands. Tap it off to let him know it's time to tap you on. There's actually a lot of real, practical uses for this great product. You'll have to bear with me and ignore my shitty VHS tapes. There we go, what do you guys want to watch? You better get some ice for that toe. The Tap Light works great as a nightlight, unless you turn it off, and you better because this shit ain't cheap. Turn it off while you're taking a shit. Leave a whole trail of lights down the stairs to get rid of your kids. They'll follow them all the way out the door and you'll never see them again. Even if it's raining, go for it. Oh no, the boogeyman's coming, and if he's already got you by the legs, it's too late. You should have bought a Tap Light. Get one for the back seat of your car for those steamy romantic dates. Another lonely, rainy night? The Tap Light's here for you. Don't go around spending hundreds of dollars on these things because we're going to give you 4 Tap Lights for $19.95. You can afford that. Come on. Just don't eat lunch for like 2 days. You know what? I can already hear you complaining, so we're going to go ahead and throw in 2 for free. That's like $60 right there. Okay, fine. I'll even throw in 24 half-used batteries. Half the fun is figuring out which ones are still good. Oh, jeez, come on. Look at that. That's like an $80 value.
So tonight's fake sponsor is the Tap Light.
That's fucking glorious.
Oh God.
Was that Djibouti dubs? I love them.
Yes. But I made sure that it was.
Turn off the light while you're taking a shit.
It was fixed for us so that we won't get tagged and freaking lose our show.
Yeah.
Because we do. We hate when that happens.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Wasn't that a good one?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get some ice because you tapped your toe.
You better get some ice for that toe. Tap your light off to let your man know it's time to tap you on.
Put the lights all the way down your stairs, and your kids will follow them right out the door, and you'll never see them again. That's great.
That is great.
Is great. All right.
Oh shit,
Judy, you know what time it is?
Let
me tell you.
It's 7:45.
Let me tell you what time it is. Judy, it is time for our top 10.
Oh, yeah.
All right, tonight's top 10, I don't want anybody to get any ideas, okay? Because I ain't doing them.
Not happening.
It's not happening, but this is the top
Wouldn't
10
be
ridiculous food challenges that you should never, ever try. And I'm not positive if any of them on the list I have already done. I will tell you this, that I'm going to go ahead and start it off, because I actually have done something like this.
Okay, but really quickly, I love the warning on there that says some of them are also just plain bizarre and make very little sense.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so
great.
number 10 is the Habanero Challenge. This is perhaps the most well-known food challenges. People love to cram as many spicy peppers in their mouth as possible. Oh, yeah, baby, stick them in there. And see how long they can go before they need a drink. In all actuality, no one really enjoys it. Their friends enjoy watching them do it and taping the results. This sort of activity is a social thing and usually precipitated by heavy peer pressure. Also, restaurants challenge people to eat large amounts of wings with habanero sauce for the honor of being on their wall of fame and winning a free beer. It's usually a pretty good way to inspire someone to do something dumb. Among the worst peppers out there is the habanero and the ghost pepper. Well, I'm going to tell you that I've done the Carolina Reaper toe with the Devil's Toe Challenge, the lollipop. I've also done the one chip challenge that was a ghost pepper chip, wasn't it?
Yes.
No.
Carolina Reaper?
No, Carolina Reaper was the lollipop.
The Pocky chip, right?
Yeah, wasn't that? I think that was a ghost pepper. Yeah, I think that was a ghost pepper.
Yes, it is ghost pepper. I just Googled it.
All right, so I have done above the habanero. Okay? And I have done the highest pepper with the Carolina Reaper. So there is nothing that you guys can challenge me on this one. Can't do it. I've already done it. Took it like a champ. But people will tell you that the ghost pepper, on the other hand, is actually quite dangerous and shouldn't be consumed whole as a challenge. The pepper is strong, is best put in very small quantities in a large dish and then thrown into a deep, deep pit and never spoken of again.
That's great.
All right, so I'm going to tell you the reason why I read number 10 and allowed you to read number 9 is because I really wanted you to read number 9 and I wanted you to have fun with it. So,
Oh, God.
read number 9.
Yes. Number 9. Huh. The pickle challenge.
And it's not what you think. You actually are eating them. You're not putting them anywhere else. King, be quiet.
Oh, your dog doesn't like pickles, I take
No,
it?
he's barking because the people that are coming to look at the
yeah.
property
Yeah.
here. Shush! King!
Put him on your lap, let him show off.
No, he's in his cage.
Oh.
Shush! All right. Okay.
The pickle challenge is probably one of the
King.
most it's one of the most disgusting food challenges on the planet. Even if you like pickles, while there isn't a lot of documentation on the specific one, probably because most people don't want to do it, there are a few points that seem pretty common. The most obvious aspect of the challenge is that you eat an entire jar of pickles and all of the juice therein. So you're putting a lot of phallic symbols in your mouth and all of its juices? Is that what we're doing here?
Ew.
That does not sound like fun.
Why does it say it the way it... Well, you can continue reading.
Some people impose a time limit on this because, God forbid, you dilly-dally on shoving that many pickles and disgusting juice down your throat. Is this on Pornhub?
I want to know who thought this was a good idea. I mean, they are literally like making cans of pickle juice for people that like to drink the pickle juice, and they're
Yes.
more than welcome to do that. Okay, I will say that I have actually gone ahead and drinking some of the pickle juice out of the jar. I think everybody does it, but
Yeah, people who like pickles, most people drink the juice, yes.
to eat an entire jar.
Yeah. What size are we talking here? So this says, we aren't sure why people enjoy wasting all this food. Perhaps pickles were the only thing they had in the house.
Perhaps.
That's an awful lot of sour. Like, I have that image of Wile E. Coyote. You remember whenever he would eat, what was that stuff? Alum? Do you remember that? He would get a box of it and he would eat it and his whole mouth would implode on itself.
No,
That's what I think
I don't
of.
remember that.
That's what I think of when I think about eating a whole jar of pickles plus drinking the. I mean, just wow. No, seriously, I'm gonna go look on Pornhub to see if this is a thing on there.
Number 8, the burger challenge. Many restaurants have done an enormous burger thing, but one has gone so far to make a burger weighing 6 pounds. The recipe includes 2 whole onions, 2 whole tomatoes, and at least 1 whole head of lettuce.
Does it come with a side of Pepto-Bismol or some sort of medication for your stomach?
The restaurant also...
Aww.
The restaurant also... King, shut up! The restaurant also offers slightly less gargantuan burgers that are only 3 pounds, in case you're not feeling particularly hungry that day. Like many restaurants, you can eat the entire cow that they shove between a loaf's worth of bread. They'll give you all sorts of prizes, such as the meal being free. One site even came up with a homeowner version of the challenge. Basically, they give you a recipe, you make the enormous burger, and tape yourself eating it within 2 hours. If you pull it off, you win $500. Which unfortunately won't be enough to cover the hospital bill for what you've done to your body.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
I actually want to try some of these challenges. I think it'd be cool to go to some of the places where Man vs. Food did and
Yes.
try some of these. I mean, I don't know what my stomach can hold, though. I mean, how much of that gallon of milk did I drink? Probably about 3/4 of it.
I
right?
was gonna say, I think I know you were below half when you had to call it quits.
Oh, I was well below half. I think I had like maybe 1/4 of that left. So I mean, I have the stomach capacity. Can I eat a 5-pound burrito though? I don't know.
Depends on where it's from. Again, here we are. You know, like for this burger, you're gonna have to have a side of X-Lax or something.
Yeah. All right, number 7.
The saltine challenge. The saltine challenge sounds ridiculously easy at first. You are supposed to eat 6 tiny saltines in a minute.
Yeah, or 2 minutes if you can eat 2 of the freaking MRE crackers.
Can anybody eat those? I thought that you were supposed to use those as cement when you're building your outdoor outdoor makeshift home.
Or
yes,
weapons.
Or weapons. Yes.
Yeah. Turn them into ninja stars.
Yes. At 10 seconds per cracker.
Was that a Freudian slip?
Possible. It's possible. At 10 seconds per cracker, that seems like nothing. Except it's actually quite difficult, not to mention horrible. The salt plus the dryness of the crackers makes it essentially impossible to get them down within the time limit. That's what she said. Some people have tried on multiple occasions and still been left with about 2 crackers at the end. While this challenge is basically impossible and incredibly pointless, at the very least it's safer and less wasteful than many of the others on this list.
You could tell that one was put together by civilians. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's 6 crackers in a minute.
Yep.
Okay? As opposed to the 8 crackers in 2 minutes. Now, it's only 2 more crackers, but
they're MRE crackers.
Yeah, they're
Come on.
MRE crackers. They're like 80 years old.
Seriously. I think they when they decided to go from sea rats to, they just basically just recycled them into the next generation of meals.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 6. I have done this one.
You have.
The milk challenge. It's one of those activities that happen when you and a group of people you have nothing in common with are so bored that vomiting dairy products all over the room sounds like a good idea. The idea of the challenge is to drink an entire gallon of milk in just 1 hour. Oh!
What?
You had 1 hour? I thought it was a half an hour.
No, because everything that... Actually, we had looked that up, Bulldog.
Okay. Most people who haven't tried to drink it sounds like it's fairly easy, but the human body just isn't very good at processing that much dairy at once. And I can tell you that is accurate. I couldn't shit for 3 days. One person was so enamored by the challenge and the never-ending failure of those who attempt it, he created a website just to document everything about it. It's filled with pictures after picture of people puking up milk, which is exactly the kind of content that Al Gore envisioned when he invented the internet. But I will tell you this. I drank 3/4 of that freaking gallon in the half an hour, and I didn't puke.
No, you did not. And you know what? Your bones thanked you for that challenge.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because now every time I go to the VA and have blood work done, they tell me that I have a low vitamin D. No, I don't get it.
Oh, whatever.
No, I don't get it. Whatever.
It's much lower than it was a year ago. We don't understand why.
Yeah. That one day, it was really high. Yeah. And number 5.
The Oreo challenge.
This one sounds great.
Just the title alone sounds very intriguing. While most of these are solely about gluttony, some challenges are just plain silly. This is one of those. I don't know, it's Oreos. The Oreo challenge actually has nothing to do with how many you eat. Instead, you twist the Oreo apart and lick the white filling. Then you stick the cookie on your forehead and attempt to eat it without using your hands.
Okay. That's not hard.
Of course, people have made videos of themselves doing this because some things should be saved for posterity, And in case the robots need yet another reason to enslave us all without a second thought.
And we wonder why the aliens have not tried to take over this fucking planet
Right?
yet, right?
They're like, these people are fucking stupid.
They flew by and they were like, yeah, no.
Yeah. Or either that or they were like, we hacked into your interwebs. We saw your top 10 list. We're not coming.
Yeah. I've never heard about this one.
I have not either.
And I'm not sure why anyone would come up with this as an idea to try a food challenge. While kids today don't really enjoy eating large amounts of garlic, that doesn't mean certain people haven't made a sport of it. Some places actually host garlic eating contests. Now, if you cook the garlic, it's quite tasty. Where the winner actually gets money, which they presumably then spend on tons of mouthwash in an attempt to anybody to come near them ever again. Just as crazy as the tale of a Japanese man who decided to eat a hamburger with 100 slices of onion, garlic's more accomplished cousin. He didn't finish the guy's gigantic burger because it was a giant hamburger, but because he was really sick of the taste of the onion, because that's exactly why people partake in these stupid challenges. Taste.
Right. So, Sai said that I should look up Oreo on Pornhub.
Oh, God.
I will not, but I can already imagine what it is.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Number 3. This one, people are stupid. It's the cinnamon challenge.
Ooh, people can die from that one.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
This is actually fairly popular as a rite of passage among young people daring each other into permanent YouTube embarrassment. This challenge consists of eating an entire tablespoon of cinnamon in less than a minute with nothing to wash it down.
Oh.
There lies the danger.
Yeah.
The challenge sounds pretty simple, but you already know it's not. Cinnamon is simply so dry that it pretty much immediately removes all the saliva from your mouth, making it near impossible to swallow. While this says no one yet has died. Thanks to the stupid stunt, many people have suffered serious lung damage, which is why this asthmatic won't be trying it. Not to mention a horrible case of something called dragon's breath. Generally, dragon in front of something means hot as hell and a sure sign of a bad time. Maybe the garlic eating champion can lend these clowns a bit of mouthwash. I guess we're afraid of, I don't know, vampires and...
Yeah, I don't know. Number 2, the Jell-O challenge.
It sounds delicious.
The Jell-O challenge has quite a few variations, but the most popular one is to make a cup of Jell-O and down it in less than a minute without sending it right back up. Why would you? I've never thrown up after eating Jell-O. However,
especially
some people
intentionally.
approach it similarly to the cinnamon challenge and actually attempt to eat an entire dry packet of Jell-O, because the real problem with downing cinnamon isn't that it was dry and impossible to swallow, but it just didn't taste like strawberry. I think they totally are screwing up the Jell-O challenge.
Seriously.
Number 1.
Maybe they meant to say Jell-O shot challenge.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, drink a whole bottle of freaking vodka.
So this guy actually looks like it could be the same guy from the garlic challenge.
Oh, I'm sure people have all tried this.
The banana and Sprite challenge. The banana and Sprite challenge is possibly the stupidest idea mankind has ever devised, aside from war and the Virtual Boy. I love how these are written. The challenge consists of eating 2 bananas and drinking an entire liter of Sprite as quickly as possible. That sounds like the worst case of indigestion ever. This pretty much always leads to projectile vomiting, but that's not the reason why this challenge is so mind-bogglingly dumb. No, it's dumb because unlike some challenges, you're expected to vomit. Keeping everything down is not generally a requirement. The only thing judges care about is how fast you can shove everything down your throat. This is on Pornhub as well.
Well, what I don't understand is how come in this entire top 10 we did not see Tide Pods, we did not see
I don't know.
insulation, we did not see the
Yeah.
oil from your car or the green stuff that's in your car.
I don't know.
So this list was obviously not made for millennials.
Maybe it's trying to be socially responsible.
a
little bit.
So it's okay to eat cinnamon in less than a minute, but not okay to eat Tide Pods. Got it. Totally.
So the end of the article says, what happens afterward after you down bananas and Sprite is strictly your own disgusting business.
Yeah, apparently that is one of those ones that without a doubt you're going to puke. I don't know why. I mean,
why would you want to ruin Sprite or bananas?
Well, first of all, I don't know. But there's got to be some sort of reaction in the potassium hits the lemon or the lime or whatever, and it's just, ugh.
The hydration, the carbonation, yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible. So, of the top 10 list, I've done 3 of them.
Good on you. I've done none of them.
The Ghost Pepper Challenge, did the Milk Challenge, did the Cracker Challenge, and no, that was not a racist comment, so stop it.
You beat me to it.
Beat me to it. Yep. All right, so that was our top 10 this week. Now it's time to move on to some news. Because
some news.
Unless we're going to do our... Are we going to do Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, I've got a couple for Urban Dictionary.
Sounds good.
Some of them, some of them, like, I can't read this on the air. This is too disgusting. Why is this a thing? Oh. So, for those of you who don't know, we like to find interesting definitions on Urban Dictionary and then try not to die of laughter as we read them. I lost the first one I was going to read because it's actually pretty funny.
Oh, so good job.
You guys have heard us make jokes about...
William Brown said, lick whipped cream off Bulldog's man bun. First of all, I don't have a goddamn man bun. Dean Cerny says he did the cinnamon challenge when he was 6, and it wasn't a challenge back then. He was just fucking retarded.
Oh. Okay, John Bright told us to do Boston pancake. I'm totally looking that up.
Oh, okay. Jesus. Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you are going to look up something that John Bright gave you...
We're doing this.
You are totally up, like...
I'm up a shit creek without a paddle.
Yeah, it's inevitable that this is going to be completely
this sounds
nasty.
An awful lot like the Cleveland Steamer, actually.
Don Gay is here. Don Gay, good to see you. Jason Donahue is here. Good to see you.
Don's going to be like, what did I just walk into?
Yeah, right? Well, he's been here before. He knows.
Yeah.
Don, you just walked into Urban Dictionary, so take a seat, drink a beer.
Take a deep breath.
Have a barf bag.
So, I don't know if you remember the Cleveland Steamer from last week, but Boston pancake is very, very similar and equally disgusting.
Okay.
When a lover defecates on another's chest with permission, then pats down the feces with his buttocks to make it into a flat surface. Then the man ejaculates on the feces, which acts as the syrup.
What the fuck?
John, why do you know this is a thing?
Because he practices it on
don't
Wednesdays.
Answer that. Don't answer that. We don't want to know.
Alrighty then. You know what? I can't even follow that. I can't.
So it differs from the Cleveland Steamer because the Cleveland Steamer doesn't include jizz.
Yeah. All right. I want to tell you that the first one I got is called anal carpet bombing.
Does it involve military aircraft?
No,
bomber?
It is an orgy with multiple men all anally pounding a disregarded woman whilst on a carpet, resulting in utter destruction in a horrible stain. The sentence is, I need your steam cleaner because we were all anal carpet bombing this slut. You don't say.
Jeffrey Lawnjebbing, Jebby suggested we look up felching. That actually has, yeah.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So what I wanted to start with, but got distracted by John Bright's funny suggestion, was you guys know how much we like to make fun of Alabama and yell out Roll Tide every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
So I looked up just to see what Urban Dictionary would say the definition of Alabama. The top definition is the only place in the world where it's okay to fuck your cousin. The sentence is cousin, brother, sister, lover. It's all the same down here in Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. The second top definition is where you marry and fuck your sister. The examples, and then a second definition to go along with that is sweet home incest country. It says in Alabama, you sit at your front porch in a trailer park with a shotgun married to your cousin and you impregnate your ugly ass sister. Oh my God.
Oh.
And then, of course, since anybody can write on Urban Dictionary, a bunch of assholes who got offended went in there and, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are a bunch of meanie heads. My fucking pussy hurts and this is a great state and wah. Roll Tide.
and they were all from Alabama.
And they were all from Alabama.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I guess I should probably look up felching, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. There's a lot of suggestions in there.
Okay. Felching. It's nasty. It is the act of sucking semen from any human orifice. Like the anus, the vagina. It can be done with a
Jeffrey Longevity know about
It can
this
be done
one?
with a drinking straw. But make sure it's not a plastic one, because that'll hurt the fucking
Oh,
turtles.
yeah, it'll hurt the environment.
Especially when the semen is deep inside the rectum. Horace had enjoyed his anal intercourse session with Birdie, so much that he decided to felch his own semen from Birdie's anus. Alright, I can't do another one tonight. No. Nope.
Wait. I
You
actually
can do another one, but I'm not doing it.
Yes, I can, because this one isn't horribly disgusting. So this one is, I started to search for felching, and I accidentally left off the G, and I found felchin.
Okay.
The act of licking taint, formerly known as tossing salad. The example sentence is a little disturbing. My mom caught me felching my stuffed animals last night.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with practicing.
Right.
Okay?
Practice
This
makes
is
perfect.
This is 2019. Eating ass is okay.
It absolutely is.
Haven't you seen Chips?
I have
The
not.
new one? No? Okay.
The second definition for felchin. During the act of gay sexual intercourse, a piece of bacon is placed down one's throat to aid the tightening of the anal sphincter. Thus, an overall more intense orgasm is achieved.
What?
Way to ruin bacon.
How does sticking a piece of bacon in your throat make your ass tighter?
Because when you're choking, you clench.
Oh. Jesus, that is wrong.
John Bright says, fucking shit, I wasn't expecting to learn something new tonight. You guys are brilliant. Shirley Childs, what the hell did I just walk in on? I left for 5 minutes. She's like, 5 fucking minutes. All right. A couple people have said that we need to look this up. I'm going for it.
What, munging?
Lunging.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Hold on.
I saw it. Oh, you don't want to read it?
Oh, the first definition's very long, so I went to the abbreviated definitions, and they're equally disgusting. Did you find it, or you want me to go?
Oh, I'll do it. Oops, wait a minute. That's not right.
Don Gay says I really got to quit eating during this show.
I would say that's a good idea. All right. The one thing worse than genocide, is that the one that was the long one?
That's the very long one, yeah. If you
One
go to
must
number
first have no shame. Then he or she must use a newspaper to find the obituary of a recently deceased man or woman. Then must find a buddy with no shame who will aid them in this act. The partners then go to the cemetery where they dig up their victim and flip a coin. The loser, or winner, depending on how sick you are, applies his or her lips to the genitals or anus of the corpse, while the other partner proceeds to climb the nearest tombstone and elbow drop the corpse's stomach, thus forcing out a blend of rich bodily fluids and embalming. The blend is called munge. The act of getting this blend on your face is called munging. Chicks'll dig this one.
No.
Dude, let's go munging. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, guys. I will sleep better tonight, having known that. Eric Brodkin, welcome to the show. He's probably like, what the hell did I just tune into?
Aaron Cottingham walks in as you're like the bunghole or something like that. I'm like, yeah, he's probably like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this segment?
Bill Gammon said, this is way too much information. I'm going back to work. Come on. You can handle it. All right.
Oh.
You ready for news?
I am.
You ready for news? We got to hit some news.
We do.
Let's
we need to get off this subject.
Yeah, let's combine our Florida man stories in with our regular news, okay? So, let's it's up to you. You want me to go first? I've got one ready. It's up to you.
Yeah, you go right ahead. And
okay.
I'm getting some stuff loaded up.
Some of these stories were sent to me by people, but I already had them, so I do want to continue to
that
thank.
Does happen.
I want to continue to thank you all for sending these stories, even though when I may already have them. Fox News reports a Louisiana woman allegedly caught with meth hidden inside her vagina said she did not know where the drugs came from. Ashley Beth Rollin, 23, was accused on July 31st of stealing $5,000 from the apartment of a man she'd been staying with for about a week. According to documents published by the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office, the man told the West Monroe Police Department that while he was showering, Rollin swiped up his cash and left. Rollin allegedly confessed to the police that she had taken the man's money left in his apartment. The document said a female correctional officer later searched Rollin and inside her vagina discovered $6,233 along with a clear... What?
How much money? In her JJ?
$6,233 along with a clear plastic bag with roughly 1 gram of meth, which she denied was hers.
Oh, of course.
So... Listen to this for a second, okay? So she was arrested, charged with theft and narcotics possession. Online records from the sheriff's office said, as of Tuesday, she remained behind bars in lieu of an $8,000 bond. But if you consider the $5,000 she stole from the guy, and the $6,200 that was found inside her hoo-ha, I think she got off easy on an $8,000 bond. She stole 11 grand in meth. That is a freaking stretched out for JJ, let me tell you that.
Yeah, I wonder how many puppies she's popped out in order to make that happen.
She's only 23 years old, so I mean...
That doesn't mean anything, come on. True.
Jade Lopez, well, I borrowed this vagina.
It's someone else's.
It's my roommates right here. I don't get it. The meth and the money was hers, or the vagina wasn't. I'm confused. Dean Cerny says. I'm sorry, that's not mine.
That's totally not mine. I'm so baffled. This is one of those I need answers types of stories, honestly.
You do. You really do.
I need some answers. Aaron Cottingham, black hole of vajays.
Moving right along. A Florida homeowner says someone stole a 9mm Glock handgun from his bedroom during a weekend party. But Volusia County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Todd Smith tells the Daytona Beach News Journal the homeowner
couldn't give detectives the names of possible suspects because the 20 or so people attending the party were at an orgy and wearing masks. That sounds like a good time.
Nice.
Smith says the handgun was apparently on a bedroom nightstand during the party. It was taken between July 19th and the 21st, but the
Holy
theft was
crap.
reported later. That's a long
That's
fucking
a long
orgy.
orgy.
Do they give Viagra at the door as you sign in?
Right.
Is that what's going on here?
Jesus.
Good Lord. You know those ladies are walking like they rode Clydesdales today. The homeowner said the party was advertised on social media, and I missed it.
Yeah, right.
And guests were encouraged to bring friends and to use fictitious names or no name at all. He said he probably only knew about 5 of the guests that entered the home that weekend. Smith says it's unlikely that they will solve the crime. In other news, there will be a forensics cleanup crew going in there to take care of that house after the party.
Yeah. I bet you there was what was that first one that I talked about the whole freaking anal carpet bombing?
Oh yeah, carpet bombing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right,
I
so
bet you if we go on Pornhub, we'd find this party on there.
this next story,
You're going to do it later, aren't you?
I'm thinking right now that this next story, this guy was at that party.
Uh-oh.
A British musician has been in hospital with a painful and life-threatening erection for 2 weeks after injecting an unprescribed enhancing drug into his penis before having sex.
Wait, did they say which drug it was? I got to write this down.
Danny Polaris using the drug during a late-night hookup, which he admits now was a bad idea. But the next day, instead of seeking medical help, he went to the Berlin Pride with my flatmate's wine cooler wrapped around my penis and shoved down my shorts.
What?
I don't know. I'm going to read that one more time because I'm not even sure what the hell that meant.
What just happened?
Instead of seeking attention, he went to the Berlin Pride with his flatmate's wine cooler wrapped around his penis and shoved down his shorts. I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever.
Wow.
Hey, it's Britain. We never understand half the shit those fuckers say. We all need a mate like Danny. Speaking to Pink, the Swansea musician and journalist said, I met a nurse, who I went home with, who ended up injecting an erection enhancer into my cock. I thought, why not? What could possibly go wrong? Well, it was one of the worst decisions of my life. But after initially wondering what could go wrong, he's admitted that it was one of the worst decisions of his life. Doctors said it could have been permanent damage to his penis with the condition which is known as priapism. In an interview with CGN, or GCN, he said that the drug, alprostadil, ready to write this down? Alprostadil, which make blood vessels expand, was injected and there was an immediate reaction between it. His HIV medication and the Viagra he had taken... Wait a fucking minute here. In attempts to fix the issue, medics tried a variety of methods to make the erection end. One includes pushing a 7-inch plastic nail down your urethra without anesthetic, as well as jabbing needles,
that sounds awful.
As well as jabbing needles into it to try to withdraw blood. They even tried to take a vein from his leg. What? In order to drain the blood from his penis, but almost 2 weeks on, he's still in the hospital and hooked on a blood thinner. He continued, I've still got a bit of an erection 10 days later. Hey, this is like a bad fucking commercial for freaking... And if you experience an erection lasting more than 4 hours, please consult your physician. This guy's going on 2 weeks.
I don't know. You know, you're saying it's a bad commercial. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Some days I wake up and I just cry about how stupid I was and what I've lost and about what's going to happen to me. I don't know how much it's going to cost to get my penis working or how it will ever be used again. Sex is very important to me. I'm a sex writer. I write erotica and edit erotica. I thought he was a musician. I need all the help I can get. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Will I have sex again? Danny's friends have set up a GoFundMe to help with his medical and rehabilitation costs. He added, my advice to anyone with a penis is to be careful when you take Viagra and don't let anyone come near your cock with an injection because it's not worth it. But I'm sure he pleased that guy for quite a while. Probably did some anal carpet bombing too. Matter of fact, I'm sure there was anal carpet bombing. I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Oh yeah. Oh, but yes. Moving right along, please.
Moving right along. Gibsonton, Florida. Authorities say a 56-year-old Florida man took his golf cart on a wild ride through a Walmart store, terrorizing shoppers and ignoring deputies' orders to stop before crashing into a cash register. Listen, there have been some very recent serious crimes in Florida's Walmarts around the country, so I'm saying this one's pretty tame. Hillsborough County Sheriff's investigators say that they were summoned to the store near Tampa on Thursday, where they found Michael Dale Hudson blocking the liquor store entrance with his golf cart. No way liquor is involved. The Tampa Bay Times reports he was demanding to speak to the manager. Why, did he have a bad haircut?
Was his name Karen?
I love how you didn't miss a beat on that. You just followed right behind me on that one.
Yep.
As deputies spoke to Hudson, they say he suddenly drove towards the store's main entrance. Customers jumped out of the way as he barreled through the door. He raced towards the checkout area, hitting several customers. Well, get the fuck out of the way! He was jailed on multiple charges, including aggravated battery. A lawyer wasn't listed in jail records. You know that guy was like, 0 fucks given, I don't need no lawyer.
Right?
They caught it on camera, too, so he's fucked.
Yeah. Wow.
That sounds like a good time, though. I think I might want to hang out with that guy some weekend. Oh, I got the hiccups all of a sudden.
Yeah. So you didn't think that we'd be able to cover this twice in one show, but
Oh, shit.
we are. Police handcuffed a woman for snorting drugs hidden in her vagina.
Oh.
Kentucky, 28 resident. I'm kind of confused why they freaking wrote it like this. Kentucky, 28 resident Catherine Allers for removing a bag of white powder from her vagina and snorting its contents. The formidable feat reportedly occurred 20 miles outside of Lexington, Kentucky at 11:30 Friday night when police happened upon her and her boyfriend intoxicated and about to operate a vehicle. She reportedly told police they were headed to Cincinnati and had gotten lost en route. Ehlers had slurred speech and was very unsteady on her feet, according to the Winchester Police Department. The pair also had a child whose car seat was not properly strapped into the back seat of the car and was saturated with urine. Police claim the couple had no diapers or food for the infant. Police deemed Alice to be danger to herself and others and took her into custody. They may have been right. While in the back seat of the cruiser, she pulled a plastic baggie from her vagina cavity, dumped some white powder on the seat, and began to inhale it through her nose. According to the citation, it's not exactly clear how that was done. Anybody want to give a demonstration?
No.
No? All right. Upon being removed from the squad car, again, she hid the drugs. She reportedly surrendered the remaining contents of the bag after being told she would be searched at the jailhouse and face further consequences for possessing an illegal substance at a corrections facility. The citation lists the substance as cocaine other, probably because it was mixed with bodily fluids. Ehlers is accused of drug possession, evidence tampering, endangering the welfare of a minor, and public intoxication. One hell of a model citizen.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't want to know where she hid it the second time when she...
I don't know, but William Brown says you have the hiccups from munging.
Dean Cerny. These bitches be packing that shit like luggage.
Yeah, right? Does make you wonder.
You know what? Ugh, that's. Oh,
Ah, boy, moving right along.
a Florida man who was arrested for allegedly driving drunk reportedly told police he also smoked THC to prepare for the return of Jesus. We talk Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus.
Carlos Guillen, I'm not sure how
Yeah,
to
who
say his name,
cares?
22, was taken into custody by Indian River County Sheriff's deputies on July 27th at an outlet mall in Vero Beach after receiving complaints about someone who smelled like alcohol was stumbling and driving around the parking lot. Deputies found him in a parked in the vehicle, which was still running. Authorities smelled alcohol and allegedly spotted a half full bottle of Hennessy. Oh, nothing but class. When he was asked for his driver's license, he reported he he reportedly handed deputies his vape.
It could have been worse. Could have given a Blockbuster card or something.
Oh, he said it's got THC inside, the news outlet reported, citing an arrest affidavit. He allegedly said he drank some alcohol and smoked he smoked 400 milligrams of liquid THC in his vape. That's a thing.
Yeah, apparently.
The 22-year-old told a deputy he smoked the THC
Jesus Christ, Judy.
God, I'm fucking done. That's it. To get himself ready because Jesus was returning.
Was he clear about what Jesus he was talking about? I mean,
Yeah,
was he talking about my gardener, or was he talking about that made up freaking religious dude?
I was just gonna say, is he talking about Jesus down at the Home Depot who wants to cut your lawn today? So Guillen allegedly also believed he was in Tampa, not Vero Beach. The two cities are on opposite sides of Florida, roughly 140 miles apart.
Oh shit, this isn't Albuquerque.
Right. Online court records indicate he was charged with misdemeanor DUI and later posted $500 bond. He's scheduled to appear in court on August 20th.
Alrighty, that's next Tuesday.
Yeah, Jesus is coming. Everybody look busy.
Yeah, right? Alright, so this one is kind of disturbing, and I really want to know why they don't list this shit fucking what it really is, okay? Alright, this judge definitely needs to reevaluate his career because this is plain ridiculous. An Ocala, Florida man is accused of sex acts with a dog, was sentenced to 1 year of probation.
Wait, what? Oh.
Yes, you heard that correctly. 1 year of probation. 27-year-old Jesse Clinton Allen accepted a plea offer and pleaded no contest to 2 counts of sexual activity with an animal. Let's call it what it is. It's not sex and it's not sexual activity, it's rape. The county judge, Robert B. Lant, sentenced him to pay fines and court costs. The agreement states that Allen must undergo psychosexual evaluation and counseling. How about fucking a mental fucking test too, you know, while you're there? Which is great in itself because you have have to be mental to do this sort of thing. The man cannot own or possess any animals during his probation and must register with the county's animal abuse registry.
You should no. He should never be allowed to have animals ever again.
Yep. As for his sweet innocent pup Rocky, Allen cannot keep him, and he cannot live or stay with animals.
Poor puppy.
Yeah. While on probation, he must allow the county's animal services to inspect his residence to see if he's still in compliance. The dog rapist, they said it, must turn over all documents pertaining to Rocky, who's a pit bull terrier mix, and pay for the cost and care while at animal services. He is repressed by Heinrich A. Izagira, the assistant public defender. The case was originally being heard by County Judge Sarah Ritterhoff Williams, but would not accept a plea offer, making a statement that demonstrated personal bias or prejudice against Allen. Allen's attorney motioned to have her disqualified from the trial. I'm kind of confused now. Because I
Ross
wanna
Gold
know,
wants to know if he's allowed to have a fish.
how did this terrible man get caught? Well, according to the Ocala police, in late February, a woman went to the police department to turn in her cell phone her brother found while at a restaurant. The woman stated that while trying to identify the cell phone owner, she saw numerous disturbing images and texts.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
no.
Was he texting with the dog, too? Maybe this was consensual. She was able to find the name and date of birth of the owner, immediately recognized the man in the video as a man who worked at the restaurant where the phone was found. Detectives looked through Alan's Facebook page, which showed multiple cartoon images of various animals, mostly dog-like creatures, engaging in vulgar sexual acts. After a warrant, the cell phone had
Okay,
several...
no dog is engaging in vulgar sexual acts with humans. Let's rewrite that. There's some piss poor journalism that we love.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He needs to be charged with bestiality, and he needs to serve a lengthy jail sentence, in my opinion.
I got ick face bulldog. It's been a while since I got that because we've covered some really gross stuff.
Yeah, well, that story was sent to me by John Whittoff. Just want to throw that out there.
Shocker.
You nasty bitch. John Whittoff, you nasty bitch.
Oh, that gives you all new meaning to the words cockfighting and dogfighting.
Ew. Moving right along.
Okay. So Jade Lopez sent this to me, and I think her when she sent it to me on Messenger, she said, "What in the actual fuck?" A top doctor is warning against a bizarre trend that suggests ground-up wasp nests will help tighten the vagina.
Oh, yeah. We've actually covered this story before.
We did?
Yep.
Because this is something that was just... this was just released. Oh, it's an update. Oh.
Well, there we go.
Let's see what the update is. While some natural ingredients are commonly used and endorsed for home remedies, Canadian gynecologist Jen Gunter is warning against one in particular. Some online retailers, including Etsy, have been selling oak galls, nests which house wasp eggs, which they say should be ground into paste for vaginal rejuvenation.
Nope.
This just goes to prove that people will buy anything.
Yep, we did a story about this, and they said do not stick wasp eggs in your vagina.
Ugh.
Nope, don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm trying to see what the update... Oh, she's... Okay, so apparently it's something to do with the doctor. She has spoken out on her blog insisting it is not recommended and could lead to a slew of side effects, including painful sex, a lack of healthy bacteria, and increased risk of contracting HIV.
Okay.
What? I don't even have to read this woman's blog or ask my doctor to know this. This is a very bad fucking idea. There's this really cool thing called Kegel exercises that won't actually harm anything down there. So this says, she said this product follows the same dangerous pathway of other traditional vaginal practices.
Glad I don't have a vagina.
I'm gonna skip by all the grody stuff and just say that she says it could wreak havoc with good bacteria in addition to causing pain during sex. Well, maybe somebody likes it that way.
Yeah, right.
It can grease. Oh, okay, I'm done.
Yes.
Like Jade said, what in the actual fuck? I can't even.
Yeah, that's something right there.
Why?
Let's
really.
Where was that story? Oh, that wasn't a state. That was just a story. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
So
just...
we're gonna move to New York.
Cy says dead pussy be stinging though.
So I want to move to New York, where a 41-year-old woman had won the lottery to, over $3 million on a Friday night, but showed up to work anyway on Monday because she had one last package she wanted to deliver.
Yeah.
The courier company had no idea of her winnings. I knew something was wrong because I came back from lunch and the door to my office was closed, said the manager. I slowly opened the door and discovered a woman with her pants around her ankles, hunched over my desk like a hippopotamus, dropping a massive poo on my desk. She shot her head towards me and we locked eyes. I was frozen in shock and fear. In my peripheral, I saw a huge mud monkey sliming out of her butt like a Play-Doh fun factory.
No.
It was worth it, the woman said.
It's not like she can't afford bail.
Yep. As she was arrested. On Friday, when I realized I hit the lottery, I knew this would be the first thing I would do. I hit up every Mexican food truck and saved all my dumps all weekend. I was shuffling around like a death row inmate, trying not to explode. I've been putting up with that.
God.
I've been putting up with that guy's shit for years. It's time that he put up with some of mine. Good for her. See, I think that they should be a little bit fucking lenient with her and just let her off with a warning.
Don't do it again. Okay, I won't.
I won't.
Just this one person.
Moving right along.
Police arrested a man who paraded nude through a busy street during rush hour traffic and attempted to trade in his bike for merchandise at a South Florida sex shop. Why not?
Gotta be Florida.
Gotta be Florida, and doesn't that kind of stuff happen every day at the sex shop? The man was first spotted by witnesses who saw him riding a bike naked Thursday in the area of Northeast 6th Avenue and Wilton Drive, according to the Wilton Manors Police Department. He then entered the adult store Rock Hard Love Stuff on Wilton Drive.
What
Oh,
the
my-
f... That is
sometimes
a brilliant freaking name, though.
It is, but you know what? Sometimes these stories just write themselves. He took a pair of assless underwear. Now, of course, it doesn't say assless. It says A with 2 dashes. Assless underwear off the shelf and put it on. Well, at least he put something on. And told employees that he wanted to give them his bike in exchange for the underwear. I don't think that's an even trade there, buddy. According to a police report, the man left the store without paying for the underwear and without his bike. Apparently, he thought the deal was done. He headed back to Wilton Drive, walked up and down the busy street, and then removed his undergarment and exposed himself again. When officers responded, he told them his name was Michael Jackson. Oh, my God.
Maybe it was Michael Jackson. Stop being judgmental.
Well, remember we had that one guy in Tennessee arrested for DUI, and he said his name was Jack Daniels.
Okay.
The 38-year-old man who authorities are calling John Smith. Obviously this may be a knock on his size, because they could have called him John Holmes, but they chose not to. Because he refuses to identify himself, he faces a charge of lewd and, I can't say that word, behavior, lascivious, but that word, behavior, according to Broward jail records. He remains in jail and is awaiting trial. Do you think they gave him some pants?
Good night, Gina Scott. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know, but Terrell Gould says, I'm going to say his name differently every fucking time I do it, just on purpose.
Absolutely.
Terrell Gould, he says, well, you can't sit on a bike in assless undies. That might be true.
You don't know that. Maybe he has, if he's got pencil dick, if he's got a tiny twig and berries, he could.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, so
he wrote standing up.
how many of you people are sports followers and like college football? I'm not sure, but a possession charge against Georgia Southern quarterback Shai Werts has been dropped after police determined there was no cocaine in a substance that Werts claimed was bird poop.
Oh.
Authorities in Clinton County, South Carolina, pulled Werts over for speeding on July 31st. This is I'm gonna tell you that when you hear people saying that they're being targeted, this is one of those cases where you could probably say he was being targeted.
Mm-hmm.
He was pulled over, okay, for speeding. When they approached the car, police saw a substance on the hood of his Dodge Charger. Okay, so you see a substance on the hood of his car while he's driving. Why would he have cocaine on the hood of his car while he's driving? Anyway, moving right along on this. It tested positive for cocaine in tests conducted in the field. Wert's attorney William Towns Jones IV released a statement to ESPN regarding the incident. Upon a thorough review of the report, the dash camera and body camera, Deputy Solicitor Al Ergel and I made the charge should be appropriately dismissed. Solicitor Rick Hubbard said in a statement, the charge lacks prosecutorial
Prosecutorial.
whatever that. Merit, and the evidence is insufficient for the state to proceed. The charge was officially dismissed on Thursday, August 8, 2019. Video of the incident has been posted on WCGL's Twitter page. In the video, you could see a conversation between Wirtz and one of the officers who pulled him over. What's the white stuff on the hood of your car, man? The officers can be heard once Wirtz was put in a police car. Bird shit, he responded. That ain't bird shit, the officer responded. I promise you it's bird doo-doo, Wirtz said. I promise you that it's not, because I just tested it and it turned pink, the officer replied. Well, you could see it on the windshield too, Wirtz said. The conversation continued in the back of a police car when the officer suggested quickly it was cocaine. Wirtz continued to plead his case. I tried to clean it last night at a gas station, he said. What is it, pink? Wirtz will still face a charge of speeding, but that is a relatively minor considering there wasn't enough proof that the bird poop was actually cocaine. It was initially reported by the officers involved in the case. He's been a big part of the Georgia Southern's offense the last two seasons. Rushed for 901 yards, 15 touchdowns, passed for 987 yards, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions as a sophomore. He rushed for 722 yards and 3 touchdowns, passed for 929 yards and 7 touchdowns in 11 games in 2017 as a freshman. I don't know many people who deal with cocaine that would like rub their cocaine on the hood of a car. Or
or waste it like that,
or on their windshield. So I'm
is
not
cheap now, though.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that what we're doing here?
Not getting it. Not getting it all day. Asai said he should have hit it in his vagina.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, right. Moving right along.
Oh. Hold on, let me turn off the notification on this page.
Yeah, that's right. Kendra said it. Maybe the bird was eating blow and it shot it out. Maybe the bird's the one they need to be looking for. It's a good one, babe.
The Slidell, Louisiana. The Slidell Police Department took to social media this afternoon to reach out to the owner of an ankle monitor bracelet that was found abandoned in the bathroom of a Chick-fil-A.
Oh, shit.
Whoever cut off and dropped their ankle bracelet in the bathroom of Chick-fil-A here in Slidell, please call the Slidell Police Department to claim your lost property, posted on the SPD Twitter and Facebook accounts. If not, be rest assured we will find you soon enough. But I'm guessing you'll find her later, him or her, later rather than sooner. Over the weekend, police announced that the monitor was tracking an illegal immigrant for ICE, but police did not say why the man was being tracked. This isn't the first time this year the department has taken to social media with fast food-related posts. In June, the SPD urged the public in a Facebook post not to dial 911 just because Taco Bell ran out of taco shells. How did we miss that? However, this time they do absolutely want the owner of the ankle monitor to call them. Listen, you fucking bitches. I am not coming to pick up my court-ordered jewelry no matter what you say.
Yeah, I ain't stupid.
Apparently, we don't like that kind of jewelry, so we just leave it wherever we want to.
My last two stories are both from Florida.
Outstanding.
Gibsonton, Florida. Authorities say a 56-year-old Florida man took his golf cart on a wild ride through a Walmart store. Terrorizing shoppers, ignoring... Oh, wait, you already did this one.
We just, I would say we did that one.
God damn it. All right. Port Charlotte, Florida. My last story. A Port Charlotte, Florida homeowner is still cleaning up after her septic tank was struck by lightning, causing her toilet to explode over the weekend.
I hate when that happens.
Sunday morning, Marilou Ward said she heard the loudest sound she had ever heard and then found her toilet in hundreds of pieces. We come in here and the toilet was laying on the floor, she told the news. There's all pieces everywhere. Pieces everywhere, I tell you. More than 24 hours later, the damage is visible in and outside of the home. A master bedroom window also shattered, and they found some of their lawn ornaments in a yard across the street. Their plumber said the lightning hit methane gases from fecal matter that had built up in the pipes. No one was hurt, but the Wards still have a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm just glad none of us was on the toilet, Ward said. That's the main thing.
Matt Bartberger actually sent that to me. I was like, why does this look familiar? And I started scrolling through my messenger, and I'm like, oh, that's why he sent that to me.
That one was sent to me from John Whitworth. He tried to send it to me. Matt tried to send it to me too, but I told him I had already had it. So moving right along. A flat earther is looking to blast off towards space in a homemade steam-powered rocket in a launch he's dedicating to U.S. President Donald Trump. Oh, that's sweet.
That's adorable. This just has disaster written all over it, doesn't it? Self-taught scientists, it just keeps getting better. Mad Mike Hughes plans to launch himself more than 1,500 meters into the sky on Sunday. The 62-year-old limo driver, who may actually be certifiable lunatic, an amateur rocketeer. I thought they were based out of New York City. Isn't that the Kickline Girls? Has gained attention in the past for his launches. He's had several failed attempts before, you don't say.
Yeah, right.
Before his first successful launch in March of last year, Hughes successfully launched his rocket off a ramp made from a mobile home and scaffolding. Roll Tide.
Oh my God.
Making it 572 meters into the sky on the rocket before deploying his parachute and gliding back towards Earth.
Ah, good for him.
Amazingly, he walked away from the launch with only a sore back. This time, his sights are set even higher, tripling the height of the previous launch with an upgraded version of the rocket that he launched last year.
1,500 feet?
1,500 meters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hughes, so decked out with emojis and the logo of the mission's primary funder, a hookup and casual dating app, Hughes is looking to blast off to new heights. Hughes says that Sunday's launch is the first step towards his eventual goal of reaching the Kármán line, which is the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. While there is no universally accepted number for the line, NASA's standard is 80 kilometers above sea level. To get to that point, Hughes told the Associated Press in 2017 he was working to design and build a Raccoon, a rocket that is carried into the atmosphere by gas-filled balloon before being launched, theoretically taking Hughes the 109 kilometers he would need to see the curvature of the Earth.
Wait a minute, I thought he was a flatlander.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
We're getting there. Hughes is an outspoken flat earther telling the Associated Press, I don't believe in science. I'm sorry, you do need a little science just to make your little trips here successful. He says there's no difference between science and science fiction. Seriously, this guy's a loon.
Oh,
he
my
says,
God.
do I believe the Earth
said
is...
if he injects Viagra in his rocket, it will last longer in the sky.
Hughes is, do I believe the Earth is shaped like a Frisbee? He says, I believe it is. He told AP, so that's why there would be curvature naturally. He told AP back in 2018, do I know for sure? No, that's why I want to go up into space. Hughes is dedicating the launch to Trump, saying he hopes to inspire Americans to make the country great again. The launch is set to be filmed as part of a new Science Channel show titled Homemade Astronauts.
Oh, God.
Now,
That's a bad idea because it's going to give tons of other rednecks ideas. Next thing we know, Sai's going to have some idea for making a freaking steam-powered fucking bong that's going to freaking... Great.
I got to tell you, though,
Love
this
you, Sai.
guy, that... to have a show named Homemade Astronauts, I believe this is going to help us thin the herd.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, the headline that grabbed my attention. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Flat Earther and potential future Darwin Award winner to blast off Sunday in a homemade steam-powered rocket.
Yeah. Like Rebecca Shoemaker says, are they astronauts?
Astronauts. Oh, they're ass something or nuts.
Yeah. We're talking these fuckers. Fuck.
Fucking fuck.
All right, everybody. Well, this brings us to the end of our show. Another successful Taco Tuesday evening here at Threatcon 5 Radio. You don't know it, but I actually had people come look at the house during the show.
That's why the dog was barking.
That's why the dog was barking. Yep, that was nuts. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. We love you all, and we will see you all next Monday. Good night.
Smooches.
This concludes our broadcast day.